Today we are taking a look at Sakura Kinomoto from Cardcaptor Sakura, Clear Card. This figure was released by Banpresto. Cardcaptor Sakura, Clear Card is a magical girl series centered on Sakura's encounters with mysterious cards and the people around her. Within that story, Sakura is known for her kindness, courage, and determination when facing unfamiliar situations. Her gentle personality and willingness to help others give her a very distinct presence in the series. Today's highlights for this figure are the recreation of Sakura's opening costume from Cardcaptor Sakura, Clear Card, the glossy finish across the large skirt, and the clear parts used throughout the crown and other accessories. The first highlight is the recreation of the opening costume from the Clear Card series. The white costume combines gold edging, light blue diamond-shaped details, the crown, and the dream staff. The gold edging continues from the bodice into the upper skirt, while the many overlapping feather-shaped sections spread widely around the seated pose. The second highlight is the glossy skirt. The finish runs across the broad rounded surfaces and continues over the many feather-shaped layers. Because the feathers overlap at different heights and extend in several directions, the surface changes clearly from the front of the skirt to the longer sections at the back. The third highlight is the use of clear parts. They appear in the crown, the crystal decoration at the chest, the 3 crystal details below it, the upper section of the skirt, the dream staff, and the shoes. Their repeated placement connects the details from the top of the figure all the way down to the feet. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The head is built around Sakura's large green eyes and her calm expression. Fine color changes run from the upper area toward the lower area of each iris, while several white highlights and thin internal lines add depth inside the rounded eye shapes. The eyelashes extend slightly farther near the outer corners, giving the upper eyelids a clear finish without making the expression feel too strong. Her mouth is shown with a small closed curve, and the light blush across the cheeks supports the soft expression. The face is angled slightly upward, with her gaze directed just above the front. The bangs are divided into several separate locks that fall to different lengths above the eyebrows and eyes. Shorter sections curve inward around the cheeks and frame the face with a rounded outline. A thinner strand near the side of the head curves outward and forms a small loop near its end. Another longer strand falls in front of the face, passes the neckline, and reaches toward the clear decoration at the chest. The hair follows the rounded form of the head, but the ends spread outward slightly around the cheeks and along the lower area at the back. This subtle variation keeps the short hairstyle from looking flat or repetitive and gives it a natural overall shape. At the back, the wider sections gradually divide into narrower locks, with several ends resting above the white area around the neckline. 2 strands rise from the top of the head, with the crown positioned behind them. The crown uses several narrow, clear parts arranged around its circular form. These parts extend upward around the hair and create a sharper accent above the softer outline of the hairstyle. The white sections around the neckline and shoulders carry light blue diamond-shaped details across both the front and the back. At the front, the diamonds are arranged around the clear decoration at the center of the chest. Across the back, 5 diamond-shaped details form a horizontal row, continuing the same design behind the figure. A crystal-shaped clear part sits at the center of the chest. Below it, the white costume continues with gold edging around the upper bodice. Farther down the chest, 3 smaller crystal-shaped clear parts are arranged in a horizontal row. The gold edge runs across the upper section of the bodice and continues toward both sides of the torso. Beneath this line, small crown-like designs repeat at regular intervals. Narrow vertical divisions run down the front of the bodice toward the waist, and similar vertical divisions continue across the back. Both arms are bent as Sakura holds the pink dream staff with both hands. The staff passes diagonally between her arms, running from the area near her waist toward the space above her head. The white gloves widen around the wrists, and the widened areas divide into several sections around the hands. This creates a larger shape around the wrists while keeping the lines of the arms clear. The dream staff is centered around its long pink handle. Near the lower end, the handle changes into a gold section followed by a red tip. At the upper end, the handle connects to another gold section, a red sphere, and the large gold ring above it. A large star-shaped clear part fills the center of the ring, while smaller star-shaped clear parts are arranged around it. White wings extend outward from both sides of the ring and complete the upper section of the staff. The gold edging continues down from the bodice and spreads across the upper section of the skirt. Thin gold sections extend outward from this area, with clear parts placed at their ends. Fine curved lines and small round details repeat along the inner area of the gold edging. A larger crystal-shaped clear part is also positioned where the lower section of the bodice meets the upper part of the skirt. The skirt expands widely outward and is covered with several layers of overlapping feather-shaped sections. Broader feathers appear closer to the upper area, while longer and narrower sections become more noticeable toward the outside. Each feather has a narrow raised line running from its base toward the outer end. Their lengths and directions change gradually, allowing the skirt to spread widely without every section finishing at the same point. At the front, the feather layers open around the legs, and a row of small gathered folds follows the inner edge. Both legs extend forward with space between them. Their knee heights and foot angles are slightly different, creating 2 separate lines from the thighs through the lower legs. Light blue diamond-shaped details are arranged vertically along the legs and continue at changing intervals toward the ankles. At the back, the longest feather sections extend from beneath the main body of the skirt and spread across the surface in several directions. Wider feathers overlap near the center, while thinner and longer sections pass between and beneath them before continuing outward. The rounded volume across the front and sides connects with these extended sections at the back, surrounding the seated figure with a wide feather-covered shape. The pumps are mainly white, with gold used across the toes and around the lower edges. Crystal-shaped clear parts are positioned over the top of each shoe. Additional clear sections appear around the heels, creating a visible transition from the white body of the shoes into the narrow heel shapes. This figure is approximately 14 centimeters tall. That's about 5.5 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Sakura Kinomoto by Banpresto stands out because this figure combines a calm expression, the clear card opening costume, the dream staff, and a wide-seated pose built around the layered skirt. The face leaves a gentle first impression. The large green eyes contain fine color changes, several white highlights, and thin internal lines, while the small closed mouth and light blush keep the expression soft rather than dramatic. The hair supports that presentation very effectively. The bangs are divided into sections of different lengths, and the shorter locks curve inward around the cheeks. A thinner section forms a small loop near its end, while the longer front strand continues toward the chest. The slight outward spread around the cheeks and the back of the head keeps the short hairstyle from looking flat. Above the hair, the crown adds a stronger vertical accent through its narrow, clear parts. The upper body works well because the costume details and the dream staff remain clearly separated. Light blue diamond-shaped details continue across the white areas around the neckline and shoulders, including the row of 5 across the back. The crystal-shaped clear part at the chest, the 3 smaller crystal details below it, the gold edging, and the repeating crown-like designs create several points of detail across the bodice. Both hands hold the staff, while the widened areas around the glove wrists add more volume around the arms. The lower body gives the figure much of its overall width. The gold edging continues from the bodice into the upper skirt, where thin gold sections and clear parts extend across the surface. The skirt combines broad rounded areas with many overlapping feather-shaped sections, including the long pieces that spread outward behind Sakura. Both legs extend forward with space between them, and the light blue diamond-shaped details continue down toward the white and gold pumps. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from Sakura's face to the crystal decoration at her chest, follow the diagonal line of the dream staff toward the star above her head, and then move back down through the layered skirt and extended legs. Because of that, fans of Cardcaptor Sakura, Clear Card, or Sakura Kinomoto will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like detailed magical girl costumes, layered feather-shaped skirts, clear accessories, and seated poses with a wide silhouette should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.